Hi guys, I'm thrilled to share 50 pro travel tips to make your Italian holiday easy and enjoyable. With over a decade of guiding experience in this beautiful country, I crafted tips on the best time to visit, accommodations, exploring attractions, dining, transportation and more. To kick things off, let's dive into my list of top 10 places to visit in Italy. We start with a part of the Italian Alps, the Dolomites, as they offer breathtaking landscapes. Majestic alpine peaks create a paradise for hikers, climbers and skiers. The striking landscapes with towering limestone formations are adorned by charming alpine villages. Next on my list is the largest Mediterranean island, Sicily. The island is boasting stunning landscapes and serves as a melting pot of cultures. In Palermo, immerse yourself in a blend of Arab-Norman architecture. The Valley of the Temples in Agrigento preserves ancient Greek ruins, and Europe's most active volcano, Mount Etna, looms majestically over the island. You should consider visiting San Gimignano, a Tuscan hilltop town famous for its medieval towers, which offers stunning panoramic views. Well-preserved architecture provides a glimpse into its medieval past, along with renowned gelato, saffron, and white wine Vernacchia. Another Tuscan jewel not to be missed is the medieval town of Siena. The town enchants with its cobblestone streets and well-preserved medieval architecture. The unique, shell-shaped main square serves as the beating heart of the city, with the awe-inspiring cathedral standing as its centerpiece. Next on the list is a stunning stretch of coastline known as Amalfi. It features colorful cliffside villages like Positano and Amalfi, with pastel-colored houses on the cliffs, offering breathtaking views of the Mediterranean. Of course, the famous Lake Como is also on this list. Nestled in the foothills of the Alps, it boasts picturesque landscapes and a serene atmosphere. Charming towns like Bellagio and Varenna grace its shores, adorned with elegant villas and lush gardens. Another stunning coastal area is Cinque Terre, consisting of 5 picturesque villages renowned for their colorful houses set in a remote and steep landscape. The villages are connected by scenic hiking trails, offering breathtaking views of the turquoise waters below. Italy is also the birthplace of the Renaissance, which originated in Florence. Renowned for its art and culture, the city is dominated by its cathedral with an iconic red tile dome. Florence also features the Uffizi Gallery and unique attractions like Ponte Vecchio. Naturally, I couldn't forget the most famous city built on water, Venice. Known for its canals, historic architecture and landmarks like St. Mark's Basilica, adorned with the Grand Canal and elegant bridges, including the famous Rialto Bridge. No list of Italy is complete without its capital, Rome. Once at the heart of the mighty Roman Empire, the city is renowned for its rich Roman history. It is full of architectural marvels and landmarks, including the iconic Colosseum, the Roman Forum, and the Pantheon. Beyond being a city, Rome uniquely encompasses an entire country, Vatican City, housing St. Peter's Basilica and the Sistine Chapel, adorned with timeless masterpieces. But choosing the right time can greatly enhance your Italian holiday. As a year-round destination, Italy has a diverse climate, so let's look at the pros and cons of visiting in each season. Spring, from April to June, is a wonderful time to visit as Italian landscape comes alive with vibrant colors. Due to Italy's diverse climates, coastal areas typically enjoy mild weather, while northern regions may still experience cooler temperatures. Big advantage of visiting Italy in spring is the lower number of tourists. Pack layers, including a jacket and sweater for cooler evenings. At the same time, pack wisely and don't bring large suitcase, as cobblestone streets aren't luggage-friendly and some small hotels in historic buildings don't have elevators. Summer, from June to August, marks the peak of the tourist season and weather is typically hot throughout the country. Southern Italy in particular can experience intense heat waves. It is crucial to be prepared and plan accordingly, as outdoor activities may pose challenges due to soaring temperatures. Apart from the heat, dealing with crowds becomes a significant consideration. Urban areas are bustling with people, and even the coastal regions experience an influx of visitors seeking the refreshing sea breeze. On the other hand, summer brings with it longer days, and many towns host vibrant festivals and events during this season, creating a lively atmosphere. Given the popularity of summer in Italy, it is advisable to plan and book accommodations, ticket to attractions, and guided tours well in advance to avoid disappointment. That is why autumn, especially September and October, is a much more favorable time. Daytime temperatures are generally pleasant. As October progresses, you can expect slightly cooler temperatures. In the southern parts, you can enjoy swimming in the sea and relaxing on the less crowded beaches all the way in September and even early October. The milder temperatures and diminished tourist numbers allows you to appreciate the beauty of Italy at your own pace. While daytime temperatures are generally mild, it is advisable to pack layers, including a jacket and sweater, as evenings can be cooler. Winter weather, spanning from December to March, varies significantly. Winter marks the skiing season in the northern regions, especially in the Dolomites, home to some of the best ski resorts in Europe. Meanwhile, winter is the off-season in Italian southern regions. This could be an excellent opportunity if you prefer a quieter and more intimate travel experience along with a milder winter climate. However, it is essential to be aware of the challenges posed by the winter months, primarily the significantly shorter daylight hours and reduced opening times. Some places may even close temporarily for maintenance or due to adverse weather conditions. That is why be sure to check the opening hours and any closures of attractions you plan to visit before finalizing your itinerary. If you don't plan to ski, consider planning your Italian holiday during the shoulder seasons of spring and fall. The weather is pleasant and there are fewer crowds. You will have a much more enjoyable travel experience, also allowing you to find more affordable accommodation options on better locations. And good location can greatly enhance your experience, often eliminating the need for public transport, as most Italian historical city centers are compact and easily navigable on foot. This not only saves you a considerable amount of time, but also provides convenient access to most tourist attractions, restaurants, shops, and easy access to vibrant nightlife. Also consider that many accommodations are inside historical houses, and that means less spacious rooms with less amenities. If you need more space, look for accommodation outside the historic city center, where you can find more modern buildings. Charming historical buildings may not be well equipped with modern amenities such as elevators or air conditioning. It's crucial to check whether these amenities are offered, especially if you plan to visit during the warmer months. Also be aware that most cities in Italy charge a tourist tax, typically a few euros per night. This tax is sometimes not included in the booking price, and you will need to settle it at the reception desk during checkout. In some cases, you will need to pay in cash. Next tip is a very obvious one, but it's often underrated. Especially during peak seasons, book accommodations well in advance to secure the best rates and locations. Now I'd like to share a few straightforward tips when visiting Italy's most breathtaking tourist attractions, starting with the most obvious yet crucial tip: to book tickets online and well in advance. Many tickets come with a specific time slots, allowing you to skip long lines and make the most of your visit. If tickets for a specific attractions are sold out, check out guided tours, as they often have reserved slots even when individual tickets are unavailable. This alternative allows you to experience the attraction with the added benefit of a knowledgeable guide to enhance your visit. I'll put the links to guided tours for some of Italy's most popular attractions in the description below. Also be sure to check out city cards, as many Italian cities offer special tourist passes. They provide discounted entry to multiple attractions and often include public transport. They can be a very convenient and cost-effective way to explore various cultural and historical sites. I'm often surprised how few people try to beat the crowds by planning early morning visits to popular attractions. This not only allows you to enjoy a more peaceful experience, but also provides better photo opportunities without the hustle and bustle of the day. Sightseeing in Italy can be tiring, especially in the summer heat. As a tour guide, I've noticed that people often forget to stay hydrated. Fortunately, tap water is generally safe to drink, and you can find free water stations throughout historic city center. So be sure to carry a water bottle and pack some snack to keep your energy up during the day. Some museums in Italy offer a free entry on specific days, often the first Sunday of the month. Plan your visits accordingly to take advantage of these opportunities. Keep in mind that free entry days can attract more visitors, so plan to arrive early. It can be shocking how crowded can Italian hotspots be at the peak of the season, but at the same time, just few blocks away, you can find charming old neighborhoods and small local museums that are almost deserted even in the places like Venice, Rome, Florence and Pisa. You should also consider a guided tour to enhance your understanding of Italy's rich history. Local guides can provide valuable insights, anecdotes and historical context, making your visit more engaging and informative. Booking a guided tour is very easy and you can find some of the best ones in the description below. Visit of all churches in Italy is free of charge, but visitors are expected to adhere to a dress code. Ensure your shoulders and knees are covered and consider carrying a scarf to cover up when needed. But besides visiting cultural sites, dining can be as important an aspect of Italian experience as Italy is renowned for its exceptional cuisine. So here are a few tips to enhance your dining experience, starting with the fact that you can't simply walk into a restaurant at any time, as they typically have a specific opening hours. In Italy, restaurants commonly open for lunch from noon to 3 p.m. and reopen for dinner at around 7 p.m. However, don't rush for dinner at 7 p.m. as you may find yourself alone in the restaurant. Dinner often starts later, especially in southern regions. Speaking of regions, each Italian region has its own unique and diverse culinary traditions. While variations of pasta dishes can be found across Italy, Italian cuisine extends well beyond the popular staples of pizza and pasta. Be sure to explore local specialties and desserts unique to each region. To highlight just a few examples, in Liguria, fresh herbs, seafood, olive oil and pesto take the center stage. Meanwhile, Lombardy is renowned for its exquisite risotto and the slow-cooked veal dish known as ossobuco. Dinner begins with antipasto, an appetizer, followed by primo, the first course, which typically features pasta, risotto or soup. Secondo, the second course, is more substantial, emphasizing the main protein component, often meat or fish. Contorni are additional side dishes complementing the secondo. The meal concludes with dolce or dessert and coffee. If you prefer a lighter dining experience, skipping a course is perfectly acceptable. Regarding drinks, restaurants serve bottled water, which is reasonably priced. Also, don't be afraid to try the house wine. It is often of good quality and cost-effective. You can order by the liter, half liter, quarter liter or by the glass. Also, don't expect the same pace of service as you might experience at home, and most importantly, don't stress about it. Talking about the service, tipping is not as generous as in some other countries, as service charges may be included in the bill. Many restaurants apply a coperto or cover charge that often includes bread. Additionally, your bill may already include a servizio or service charge serving as a tip. It is customary to round up the bill or leave a modest tip. You should also be familiar with basic Italian coffee options. Espresso, served in a small cup, is known for its strong and concentrated flavor. A macchiato is espresso with a few drops of milk, offering a balanced contrast. Caffè Americano is a milder and less concentrated black coffee and is a popular choice among tourists. In the morning, Italians often enjoy a cappuccino, which consists of steamed milk, frothed milk and espresso, providing a creamy and rich flavor. For breakfast, caffè latte is also a popular choice, combining espresso with steamed milk. My next great pro tip combines cheap coffee and free toilet. If you need to use a toilet, make a swift visit to the bar counter for a shot of espresso. While coffee at the table can be expensive, same coffee at the counter is significantly cheaper. Typically, the price for espresso at the counter ranges from around €1 to €50. That is also the price of most public toilets in Italy, but with this hack, you get a great coffee and gain access to the bar's facilities. When indulging in the experience of tasting gelato in Italy, look for local gelaterias, particularly in smaller towns. These hidden gems frequently boast unique and regional flavors. Some of the best gelaterias in the world can be found in a small Tuscan town of San Gimignano. The next tip encourages you to explore local Italian food markets renowned for their fresh produce. Opting for these markets can be a fantastic alternative to a traditional restaurant lunch, offering a lighter meal. It is an excellent way to immerse yourself in the local food scene, and vendors often provide delicious free samples. With all delicious food available, don't stress too much about calorie intake, because in Italian historic city centers, walking is often the best mode of transportation. Expect to cover a lot of stairs and considerable distances on foot, especially in areas with limited traffic. Be sure to pack comfortable footwear to make the most of your experience. Otherwise, public transport is generally well developed and efficient. Cities have good buses and tram networks. Several major cities like Rome and Milan also have efficient metro systems. Timetables are mostly reliable, although it tends to be more on time in the northern part of the country. Most public transport systems allow for seamless transfers between trams, buses and metros using the same ticket. Transport tickets in Italy are available at all metro stations and some major bus and tram stations. Additionally, you can purchase them at kiosks and tabacchi or tobacco shops. Many cities now also offer the convenience of purchasing tickets through mobile apps. While it is possible to buy tickets on the bus or tram, this method may not always be reliable as the machines may be broken. But simply buying a ticket is not enough, as it must be validated before use. If asked to present your ticket and is not validated, you will face fines. In case of trains or metros, validation machines are at the start of the platform. Insert your ticket and the machine will stamp the date and time. For buses and trams, validation is usually done on board the vehicle. It is essential to ensure your ticket is properly validated to avoid any penalties. When using taxis, choose official ones with clear taxi sign and a visible license, as they all use taximeters. In Italy, it is not common to flag down a taxi. Instead, you can pick one up on designated taxi stands, usually located at transportation hubs, major squares and busy areas. You can also ask your hotel or restaurant to call a taxi for you or use taxi apps where available. Be aware that narrow one-way streets can cause taxis to take a much longer route to a nearby location. In such cases, walking can be much more efficient. An increasingly popular option in major Italian cities is the use of electric scooters offered by various scooter sharing companies. To get started, download the corresponding scooter sharing app and complete the registration process. The app provides all instructions you need, allowing you to immerse yourself in the renowned experience of navigating Italian traffic. To cover distances between towns, Italy offers an extensive and well-connected train network. High-speed trains efficiently connect major cities, providing a fast and comfortable travel option. If you plan to rent a car, it is important to be aware of ZTL zones or limited traffic zones. They can be found in many Italian city centers with high pedestrian traffic and historical significance. Monitored by surveillance camera recording license plate numbers, access is typically restricted to residents, authorized vehicles and those with special permits. If your hotel is situated within a ZTL zone, it might still be accessible by car. However, it is crucial to provide your hotel with a license plate number of your vehicle before your arrival. Entering a ZTL without a permit can result in a fine, often issued months after your return home. When driving on Italian autostrada or toll road motorway, take a ticket upon entry, and when exiting, pay either with cash or credit card. It's important to avoid the yellow telepass lanes, which are reserved for those with special device allowing toll payment without stopping. Now let's finish with a few other practical tips and tricks about Italy. Consider leaving valuables in the hotel safe and avoid carrying large amounts of cash with you, as pickpocketing is a concern in major cities and crowded tourist hotspots. Stay vigilant by keeping a close eye on your belongings. Despite concerns about pickpocketing, it is advisable to carry some cash. While credit cards are widely accepted, there may be instances where the electronic payment system stops working, or at least that's what you've been told. Be sure to pack a suitable plug adapter, as Italy can be a little bit confusing, as they use three types of power sockets: C, F and L. Type C plugs have two round pins, commonly used in many European countries. Type F plugs feature two round pins and a ground pin, while Type L plugs have three round pins in a row. You can encounter all three power sockets in one hotel room, so the best option is to get a Type C plug adapter, as it can work with the other two socket types. I'm sure that these pro tips will make your Italian holiday both easy and enjoyable. If you share my passion for Italy, explore my favorite tours and tickets in the description below, and you'll be set for an amazing experience. Don't forget to check out my Italian playlist for more detailed travel guides. Thanks for watching, and see you next time!